If you have have Widex hearing aids, you might have one of these, which is a Comdex for Widex hearing aids, which connects your hearing aids to Bluetooth. Well, mine, I have a little puppy, and the puppy destroyed the cord that goes around your neck, which also is the on-off for it. And so what I had to do, I was going to either order a new one, which one of these new is about $200 to $250. My audiologist won't send it to the shop to have it repaired, and so I decided I would take an attempt at repairing it myself. I found that if I used a knife like this, a razor knife, I could carefully pry the side and pop this apart. So that's what I did. I pulled it apart without breaking anything, and in it you can see that there's the cord that goes around your neck has two connections here, and they're solder joints, and it's a single wire. I tried to find something like it that's a single wire with a cloth coating. I couldn't really find anything on the internet, but I did find wires for headsets, for just earphones, an extension cord. So I bought the extension cord and I cut it. And what I'm going to do is solder there's three wires in headphone wires. I'm going to solder all three wires on each side in here so that it will act as one wire, and when you plug it together it will connect both sides and work like the original one worked. And so that's what I'm going to do first. So if you look close inside your Comdex device, you'll see that the two wires are there, but there's one more wire in the middle. It's a red and black wire, and that wire is for your microphone, so you can't disturb that when you're working on the other ones. The first thing I'm going to do is heat up and unsolder the two cords so that they're disconnected, so I can pull them through the little rubber part at the top. So this is by trial and error, but what I've learned is that the little microphone wire, the microphone is just kind of pushed in with a little rubber grommet around it, and so you can kind of pull it back off of the end grommet that holds the two necklace cord wires. So what I've done, it's pretty hard getting the end of the wires out. I found that the wires that were originally in there have three wires just like this, so they're just headphone wires, but they were all soldered together just like I was planning to do. So I've removed those. It seems like the end of the wire is melted and kind of embedded in the rubber grommet, which makes it a pretty big challenge to pull it out of there. But I got them cleaned out of there. The grommet is sort of damaged but usable. And now I'm going to trim the little wires, copper wires, so they're just the right length, and solder them in, and then push the microphone back in and see if I can get this job complete. So this is with it hooked in and soldered. You can see the two solder joints, they're connected. The ends of the wire aren't real good where it connects in. I tried melting it a little bit. I may have to put a little hot glue on there to hold it. I plugged it in and it lights up. Let me see if I can show you that. So it lights up with it plugged together. But I'm not hearing anything, so I don't know if I don't have it hooked up right. My next step is going to put the cover back on. Maybe the cover kind of holds things in place to make it work right. So we'll give that a try. So this is it complete, and I tried it and it works just fine. So taking a headphone extension wire, cutting it in half and a little bit more off of it so that it's the length of your original wire is useful. And just soldering all the wires together in there. I didn't even strip them because the insulation on the wires was so thin. I just heated it up and it melted the insulation and worked. And now I just plug it in, just like headphone jack, plug it in. It starts up and it works great. I saved myself. This wire cost me about $6 on eBay, actually on Amazon Prime, and that's all it cost me. I already had solder and soldering gun and a little bit of gumption to tear it apart and put it back together again. But it works, so good luck.